It's April 30 today. Hi, my name's Shannyn. Welcome to my channel. God has led me to do a video every day this year. I started doing a video yesterday afternoon / last night, and I wanted to talk about journaling and how wonderful it is to journal. And I was looking for something in particular online. I spent close to about 45 minutes, but couldn't find it. But have had a terrible headache yesterday. It seems to have lifted today, thank goodness, but I couldn't stare at the computer any longer last night and went to bed. Hello, Tilly. Hello, Tilly. Hello, Tilly. Hello, Tilly. And so I thought I will endeavour to do the video this morning. So we're all pretty familiar with a diary or a journal in regards to, what we got up to, our thoughts and all of that kind of stuff. But it is another thing to journal with the Spirit of God in you and with God beside you. When I was doing my diploma in ministry, we had a compulsory subject, and it was called personal formation. And part of that personal formation was doing a journal. And long story short, I had journals. I have many journals before I even became born again. But I journaled all of the things that were happening, that I was being shown. I journaled that, and one thing you will get to know about me is that I've journaled things that have happened personally, nationally and globally, and I had a real fear of it, so I stopped journaling completely. And then when I did my diploma in ministry, yes, this compulsory subject came up, and I was so mad. I was so upset. Now, at the time, I lived at a place called Glasshouse Mountains, and it's a small little town that has a small little newsagent. And I thought, I'm going to walk down to the newsagent and I'll buy a journal. But I was so upset that I had to journal. When I got there, I found these journals, and I've got to tell you, I was shook, because the journals that were being sold there were made out of elephant poo. And I know that sounds funny, but straight away I knew then that this was God, because one of the very reasons I stopped journaling was based on a vision that I'd had that involved elephants. I won't go into detail, but I stopped journaling after that because it frightened me. It frightened me, the things that I was seeing. And so these journals that were being sold at this tiny little country town newsagent were made out of elephant poo. And so, of course, I bought that book or the journal, and started journaling as required in my diploma of ministry. It is one of my favouriteest journals that I have, and I have quite a few. I must admit, I have kind of stopped journaling physically on paper over the last few years. God had me start a Facebook page. I don't share it very often. I have once on this channel, but God wanted me to have an electronic version of my journaling, so that there was no questions asked. It was the date, the time, and the edit history of the journals. And so over the years, I've seen those particular entries come to pass as well. But there is something unique about journaling on paper. It's something you can go back to. You can see your growth. God also talks to you as you write. He talks to me as I write. I'll be writing about one thing, and then all of a sudden He will give me a revelation of some sort, so I journal that down. Anyway, long story short, journaling can be so intrinsic in your relationship, in building the blocks on the relationship that you have with God. It reveals a lot about ourselves. It reveals a lot about God, and it just flows. You know, sometimes you might find yourself drawing or whatnot. You know, I believe God works in us as we journal. I'm going to show some basic suggestions on what you can start journaling, what you can write about. I'll leave the links in the description below. I encourage you to journal. It's wonderful. It really is. And so I'm going to leave the video at that. I think I've rambled a bit, but that's okay. It's always awkward talking into a camera. But I hope you have a wonderful day. I pray that the Spirit of God would be upon you, and He would lead you and guide you into some wonderful ways of getting closer and connected to Him, and that you would get a greater grasp of what it means to have Him in you as well in your life. God bless you. I will see you in another video sometime soon.